The following is a Thorpe TV production brought to you in cooperation with Jack Thorfinson. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time once again for the SOCS Show, brought to you live from Mr. Holster's Ranch, way up north near the Canadian border. Let's have a big round of applause for that animal-loving, unique YouTube personality, Mr. Holster! That's right, Spur. Animal loving. And the guy is an animal. Talk about, oh, Mr. Holster, hey! Hey, Bud, yeah, it's me, Mr. Holster, Jack, and Spur over there. Say hello, Spur. Well, it's just kind of a whine. What do we got tonight, Jack? We've got Knob Creek Straight Rye Whiskey. Hey, didn't we have this the last 3 times in a row, Jack? Was this the only rye whiskey we got left? Jack! What happened to all the rye whiskey? Is this all we got left? Yeah, I know. We got a small budget. Gets any smaller, we'll starve to death. Well, let's pop the top on this one. Oh my, there isn't much left, Jack, but it does smell good. You want one? Just a little? Yeah, just like it was this morning when you took the other half of it. Well, let's run the cork by the old camera. Yeah, let the folks out in YouTube land have a whiff. Good stuff. Let's get the old ranch shot glass. West Texas dust. All things in moderation. To the sunny slopes of long ago. Tastes kind of watered down, Jack. Seriously? It looks watered down. I mean, it's rye whiskey, but that's no 100 proof rye whiskey, Jack. That's more like 20 proof. We're going to have a talk after the show, buddy. Well, let's set that aside. Nobody's getting drunk off of that, I'll tell you. No. It's kind of sad. Okay. Last night I had a real scare. I felt 4 strange legs in bed, and I woke up. I'd apparently fallen asleep on my bar stool. My wife has lost her voice. That's right, she's got laryngitis, and I'm offering a reward to whoever finds her voice if they keep it. I'll tell you, I was in bad shape, though, when I got up this morning. When I was shaving, I cut the mirror 3 times. Now, I have had a few complaints in this last week. I've had a lot of complaints. Most of them were coming from me. But we're not going to talk about that. I'm going to be the only one not to talk about that. I've had some complaints, though, about the quality of the camera. So if the picture looks a little fuzzy, think of it this way. It's all right, because everything looks that way to me. You may want to tune into the SOCS Show next week, where we're going to have the 10 finalists of our... Well, let me premise this. If you're a horror show fanatic, you should tune in, because we'll have the finalists of the top 10 finalists of our Nancy Pelosi lookalike contest. Yeah. I ruined that joke, Jack. Jack wants you to know that he insists this be a family show, don't you, Jack? Yeah. The type of show that you can take your wife and kids to a bar and watch on the TV up over all the bottles. Was that good enough? I know. I can't. I'm off tonight, Jack. You know, you can't get a good performance out of somebody with watered down Knob Creek rye. Seriously. I don't even know if there was any alcohol. I've had stronger cough medicine. Yeah, I know. We have a small budget. If I hear that one more time, well, at least Mr. Holster has a little chaser tonight. Now if that doesn't heat you up and cool you all down. See, I know your game, Jack. I came prepared. Let's look at what Jack got out is something different. Old-fashioned jalapeno eggs. Really, Jack? Is this from that Amish market down the way? I don't know. I'm kind of leery of those. It does have jalapenos in there, though. I don't know. What do you think? Maybe we'll let them vote if they think I should eat one of these next time. I don't think well, I'll smell them. I can't get the top off. Holy cow, Jack. Those smell disgusting. Here, you smell them. You really want me to eat one? Oh, yeah, see? There we go. Boy, you and I are really gonna have a discussion when this show is over. I'll tell you that right now. This is what we have tonight. We have my lovely. Why am I gonna put that? You know, I'm enjoying this tonight. I'm just gonna hang on to it for a little while, if you don't mind. My lovely Ruger match champion on loan from Jack here. Yeah, who still owes me $27.50 for the recovery of the truck. Remember that weekend, Jack? Yeah. It is a beautiful gun, though, isn't it, Jack? Don't you wish you could carry this around like you used to? Yeah, look at a poker game or something, maybe get it back. Any rate, I've got the match champion out because I wanted to talk about something on this. You notice this gun has this nice fiber optic front sight, which actually is nice in the daytime. The fiber optic front sights work very nicely, especially for an old guy like me whose eyesight's getting kind of funny. Although it's a funny thing, my eyesight got worse at about 40 years old, and actually it's gotten better. Where I used to have a problem seeing things close up and personal, now I don't. Yeah, it's true. I can actually line up all three, the front sight, back sight, and the target nowadays, much better than I could 10 years ago when I bought this place and left my former lifestyle. No cracks, Jack. Any rate, this is what I've been thinking since I've been playing with Jack's match champion. I find it to be a pretty nice gun, and I'm thinking about getting one of these for myself, unless, of course, Jack never comes up. What are you doing now, Jack? Seriously? Yeah, come on. The show's going on, buddy. Any rate, I was thinking about getting one of these for myself, figuring that Jack would eventually win a poker game. Everybody's got to win sometime. You know, he had a poker game. Was that last weekend you had the poker game on Saturday night? Sure it was, wasn't it? Yeah, he had planned on having the poker game out in the dry bean because the weather was like 60 degrees all week long till Thursday. Then it went down. Yeah. So, of course, you know what happened. Yeah, it was in here in the lodge, and honest to God, I tell you, talk about a bunch of animals. I was cleaning this place up all day Sunday. It was, and again, Again, somebody was in my cigars, and I swear that cow was sitting at the last spot on that table. On the south side of the table, that cow was sitting there, and there were ashes everywhere all over the floor, and 7 of my cigars were missing, Jack. 7. These things take an hour to burn. How long were you playing poker? Well, did you have anything left? No, he had nothing. Apparently, they played poker till 7 in the morning. The game started at 7 o'clock on Saturday night. They played till 7 in the morning. 12 hours straight, Jack. That was the answer to the question that you didn't want to answer. 12 hours straight. And actually, I got to give you credit. You did make it 12 hours before you went broke. Careful there. You're going to fall down. Don't get yourself hurt. We can't afford the workers' comp. We can't even afford the insurance, much less paying out on it. There you go, buddy. Would you like to get down, stretch your legs? I can finish the show all by myself. Honest, I can. All right? Okay. There you go, bud. So, yeah, he lost it all again. And he actually was getting pretty close to having enough money. Lost my ashes somewhere. He was getting pretty close to having enough money to get his gun back. Any rate, back to the gun, and I've been thinking about what I'd like to do to a gun like this. I'd like to customize it. So I got on the internet, and I found that these sights here, which I knew before, these are Novak sights, which are very nice. Nicely rounded. It would work great for a concealed carry gun, but I like night sights. Yeah, I like to have night sights on my guns. And I found that Novak sight has these identical same sights on their website in a very unique night sight. They have, well, the front's not so unique. It's a conventional regular tritium night sight, but in the back they have a tritium night sight, which is a bar, so you have the horizontal bar to put the dot on top of, which is supposed to be the fastest sight acquisition. At least that's what everybody's saying nowadays. But also, unlike this, which is more or less a fixed sight, of course it's got a hex screw in the top and you can float it, drift it back and forth. Well, it's not really a fixed sight, but the Novak night sight that I was looking at actually has settings on it. You can adjust it for windage and height. It actually looked quite nice. I was quite impressed with it. It was a little spendy at $110, and it was $53 for the front. You know, you throw a pair of night sights, tritium night sights on a Glock, you're looking at about $110. So it was a little spendy, but boy, I think it would be worth it. That would be just absolutely fantastic. You'd have a fully adjustable rear sight with that tritium horizontal bar. You'd have the night sight in the front. And all this gun would need to do to be perfect would be to lose that hammer spur. Yeah. And lose the full cock notch so it's double action only. And then, what a fantastic carry gun I would have, and that's what I'm thinking about doing. And that's what I'm talking about tonight. And every time I do, see, this is what happens. Every time I bring this subject up, Jack gets nervous like that, and yeah, that's why I had to leave. He's starting to get a little ticked off about this, I'm afraid. But you know, all he has to do is come up with $27.50, right, Jack? You give me the $27.50, you get your gun back. And you know what? At some point, I don't get it, I'm going to start cutting it up. That's right, I'm going to take the spur off the back, and I'm going to take the full cock notch off, and baby, I'm putting night sights on it, and then it's going to be Mr. Holsters, Ruger match champion. Yeah, it will. Huh. Well, don't slam the door on the way out, Jack. I think I ticked him off. At any rate, that's what I was thinking about doing. You might chime in down below. Tell me what you think about the idea. I could see having a pair of these set up like that. What a nice pair of carry guns. And they go along great with my 92 Winchester and 357 Magnum. I think that would be a nice little package. And I've got a nice, you like that? I've got a nice belt rig that'll take 357. It's got loops on it for 357 Magnums. And I gave myself a nice holster that would fit that belt. I'm thinking that would be nice to wear around here. That's what I'm thinking. Well, there you go, guys. That's 15 minutes and 52 seconds of your life you'll never, ever, ever get back again. And we haven't even gotten to the contest. That's right, we got to get to the contest. I am having an American Gunfighter 5,000 sub giveaway where I'm giving away a $350 gift certificate to Brownells. And all you have to do to get in my contest today, yeah, it doesn't matter if you're in there once or twice or if you've done a VR, you get 20 entries. You can get another entry right now by doing this. All you got to do is, number one, you have to be a subscriber. Number two, you have to like this video. And number three, in the comments section down below, just type in the make and model of Jack's car. Yeah, if you watch the show, you'll get that for sure. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you like my channel, please subscribe. Till next time, go out, stay safe.